Hello. Now, another West inspired color revolution failed, and this time it failed in the country of Serbia. Previously, also, we have seen a number of Western backed color revolutions. We saw the Maidan movement there in Ukraine. We saw many such kind of color revolutions which failed there in Iran. We saw many attempts of color revolution in Russia against Mr. Vladimir Putin. Recently, we saw color revolution in 2022 in Kazakhstan, which was failed due to Russian intervention, or rather CSTO and Russian troops intervention. It failed, and we saw in Belarus, but this time we saw the same thing in Serbia and it failed. And let me make it very clear, I am not a fan of Alexander Vucic. If my apologies if I am not spelling his name correct, the president of Serbia, I am not a fan of his policies, the way he conduct his politics, but we should say what it is true when we go for analysis or when we sit and discuss and when we analyze. And the reality is, this time also, it was a Western inspired color revolution on Christmas, that is 25th of December. But the Serbian government, or rather the Serbian president, was able to make it a failure. And in the media, from the government's institution of Serbia, or from the ruling elite of Serbia, or from the ruling class or political class of Serbia, it has been said that they know the country, who was behind it, and they were basically hinting towards Germany, though Germans have rejected it via Deutsche Welle, but the Serbs are pinpointing their finger on Germany. And previously, they also tried the same things. What happened in Serbia? That six small country parties umbrella coalition was formed. These all parties are supporters of European Union. They called themselves Serbians against violence, and they were trying to conduct this color revolution, but it was foiled. Previously, the same tactic West used against Viktor Orban during the election in Hungary, that was also foiled by Viktor Orban. The same was used against Erdogan there in Turkey. It was also foiled. There was a coalition made of small parties during the election, and we all know what came out of election. And they have tried these things so many times against Putin, which they failed. And I'm sure that if West was not in need of India, they would have tried the same against BJP Modi government. But here also they would have failed because Modi is a charismatic person in India and people love him. So they would have failed, but they need India against China, so they won't dare it. And if even they dared, they would have failed like they failed in Russia and other places. But this time they failed in Serbia. Thank you.